The action has already begun. Oracle playing service now. Oracle won the toss, chose to bat. Ravi Kumar is facing. Chandrasekhar bowling to Srinivas. Wonderful lead that. Tight, very close to the stumps. But Srinivas choosing to let that one go. Srinivas has scored 40 runs in his 2 innings so far this tournament. Played off his legs, just for a single towards the fielder at short fine leg. In the air, fielder at mid-on, can't hold on to that. That was a catching opportunity. Almost a 50-50. You can see the ball dying on him. Almost got there. I think his fingers got to the ball, but not able to hold on to it. So Ravi gets a life early on in his innings. This time he flicked it off his legs towards the onside. The fielder at mid-wicket chases the ball. Keeps it down to 2, I think. In the block hole, defended it. No runs on offer. Back to the action. Apologies, we were off due to a technical difficulty with the microphones, but we are back now. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 losing the wicket, courtesy a run out. Wonderful throw. The fielder at point. The appeal for leg before, and the umpire has raised a finger. The batsman is disconsolate. He's not happy with that call. I don't like watch this on a cricket field. The umpire gives you out. You have to walk off. I think he's appealing to the umpire. He's saying that that was going down the leg. But once the umpire gives you out, you are out. Walked across his stumps, tried to nudge that on the leg side. Remember earlier on in the innings, we saw similar dismissal in the first match. We'll take another look at the replay just to figure out what happened there. Full on the leg stump. I think he was a goner. If he had not gotten any bat on that, he was plumb. So unfortunate result that for the batter. He's dismissed. Fired down the legs again. Fire stretches his arms, calls it a wide. Score is moving on for 𝗃𝗃𝗃, 21 for 2 now of 3.1. Once again, wide down the leg side. Keeper just managed to palm it down. 22. Score moves on to. Outside the off stump, flays his bat, throws it. No connection. Isaac batting on not, and Ravi Reddy batting on 2. 22 for 2. One wicket lost courtesy that run out. The other one given out leg before. I think he was right adjacent, right in front of his stumps, walking across. I think the batsman failing to realize how far across he had gotten on that occasion when he was given out by the umpire. Maybe he was under the impression that the ball was swinging away, but really he had walked too far across his stumps. So I think the right call made by the umpire. Anyway, coming back to the action, 3.3 overs bowled, 22 for 2. Isaac facing. Played in the gap towards square leg and mid-wicket. The fielder at mid-wicket runs across, stops it from going across the boundary rope. 2 runs added. Outside half of the bat, almost carried there to the fielder at cover. Did really well to adjust and stop that from going through. Not a catching opportunity that. Appeal for leg before again. This time I'm sure there was some bat on it. 2 sounds there. Played on the full to the fielder at cover, no runs on offer. 24 for 2. Ravi Reddy batting on 2 of 2. Isaac batting on 2 of 5. Elsewhere, came down in Sydney. India really struggling now, 82 for 4. Shubman Gill has just been caught inside edge to Bo Webster, who's picked up his first wicket in international cricket. Short ball outside the off stump. Once again, a chance there for a run out. Umpire calls it a wide for 2 bonus runs to the batting team. Outside half of the bat, but enough bat on it to beat the fielder. Wonderful stroke that. So his first boundary to get his innings going. Once again, flav it on the offside. Appeal for run out again, and the umpire has raised his finger. Catastrophic running this between the batters. Decided that there was 2 on. The striker was not interested whatsoever. Having a word now, but it's a little too late for a word after you've been dismissed. Ball, the fielder threw the ball to the wicketkeeper. Wicketkeeper was alert enough to throw it back to the bowler. Good sharp throw. The bowler collected and dislodged the stumps. If you take a look at the replay, look at that from the wicketkeeper. He was alert, active, caught it, threw it back to the bowler. The bowler dislodged the stumps all in one motion. Take another look at that in slow motion. Wonderful work from the wicketkeeper. It was a tight call, but the umpire raising his finger, accurately so. Good decision making there from the on-field umpire. He was able to make that tight call well. And the 3rd wicket goes down for Oracle. This is not what they wanted after having won the toss and choosing to bat. beating him outside the off-stump for pace on that occasion. What a good piece of bowling that is from 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗃. Bowling his third over. He's not picked up a wicket so far. Just 19 conceded. (31 for 3), 4.5 overs bowled. Last ball of the 5th over coming up. Ravi Reddy on strike. Defended it. Now Ravi Reddy feeling a little impulsive. Maybe he feels some responsibility for that last run out. The end of the over. 31 for 3. Like to play that one across the line. No connection. New bowler Ashwini into the attack. Ashwini Dalwani. Once again, beautifully bowled. The keeper is super excited with that one. We'll take a look, figure out what happened there. Call for stumping there. So camera pitchers get ready. Just leg in the air. I think the foot is grounded. Yeah, foot is grounded when the bails go off. So not out if the call. Flight at that time, beating the batsman, beating the wicketkeeper as well. 4 byes. That was poor from the wicketkeeper. He had good visibility of that ball. Should have caught that. This looked a little ugly on that occasion, the wicketkeeper. 𝗙 wicket keeping today. Fended towards point. This has been a very good over from Ashwini. The 4 runs in the form of byes, but otherwise it's kept things really tight. It's not giving the batsman anything to work with. 4 dot balls. Just as we say that, he bowls a loose one down the leg side, and the batsman helps it on its way. What a good stroke that is to bring up a boundary for Oracle. This is really good cricket. Rajendra gets his first boundary. Manohar comes into the attack. (39 for 3). So Ravi Reddy taking strike. This is Manohar. Played towards cover point. Takes a single. Short down the leg, misses out. Umpire raises his arms, call for the wide. Played it towards the fielder at cover, waited for the misfield, and now they run through for a single. Once again on the legs, just helped it on its way. The ball is racing along this quick outfield. The keeper, the fielder at fine leg converge. Wonderful footballing skills there. I think he's managed to stop that, but we'll take another closer look if he can. He's managed to stop that well. So no boundary there. Abandoning the run-up on that occasion, the bowler. Manohar conceded 5 runs versus 3 balls. It's amazing how many left armers are on display today. I think he's the 3rd bowler in the team who's bowling left arm. For service now. Wonderfully played once again, beating the fielder at short third point. A call for a 2. It's pretty lazy running there from the striker, from the non-striker rather. If ball watching, he should really be waiting for the call from the non-striker. Appeal for leg before and the umpire raises a finger. If dismissed. The batsman not happy again. You can see their discontent on the field. It's been the pattern today for Oracle. They are not liking what they're seeing, but the umpire got it spot on last time as well. We take another closer look at that. Not sure what happened there. Batsman coming in the way of the pitcher. It looks like the ball hit him on the bounce on his pads. Once you allow the umpire to make a decision, your life is always in the balance. Take another look at it. Definitely no bat on that. Ball hitting the pad on the full. The end of the over, the score has moved on to 46 for 4. Rajendra batting on 5 of 7. Kiran has just joined him. And Ashwini will come in to bowl his second over. Remember, he bowled a terrific over last time. You can see it at 4 runs off the last ball. Otherwise, bowled a very tight over. Starts off with a length ball on the leg stump. Another call for a run out there. It's been tricky, this running between the wickets. Rajendra especially struggled. It's not been very clear with his calling. Nudged it towards short third man. Once again, a play and a miss outside the off stump. Length ball. Ashwini is really having it on a thread here. Been able to bowl where he wants to. 3-dot balls on the trot. Once again, wonderful bowling from Ashwini. But this time, Rajendra managing to just knock it back past the bowler for a single. Kiran on strike, the first time today. Plays it towards the fielder at cover. No runs. Nudged it off the back foot in the gap between long on and mid wicket. Will they come back for a 2? Yes, they do. That's good running from Rajendra on that occasion. Decisive call for the second. Tried to beat the gap towards short third man, but missed out. It's another dot ball from Manohar. He's picked up a wicket already in the first over, keeping things tight here for 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀. Once again, you can see there, this is ridiculous running between the wickets. A referral from the umpire, just wanted to make sure that the ball was collected cleanly by the keeper. Taking a closer look at that. He collects the ball there. Collects the ball and breaks the stumps. So that's another run out. Not sure if that's Rajendra again who's the culprit. This is a really disappointing result for 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀. 5 wickets down now for 49. Run out is the worst way to get dismissed. So SERVICENOW done a great job keeping a lid on the scoring rate, and they've managed to pick up wickets consistently. So 5 wickets down now for 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀. Score just 49 on the board. Couple of run outs. Off the back foot, played it towards the point fielder in the deep. Run through for a single. Once again, you can see there is some indecision between the batters. Not sure what is causing it. Maybe lack of calling. 50 up for 𝗚𝗏𝗃𝗀 with that stroke. Beaten outside the off stump on the late cut. Wonderfully hit in the gap near the cover fielder. But just a single. I think with a couple of runouts now, 𝗃𝗃𝗃 being a little circumspect with the running between the wickets. I think they're thinking twice every time. 9 overs bowled now, 51 for 5. Played from within the crease, back to the bowler. No runs on offer there. 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 bowling from left arm over. 2 dot balls in a row. Play and a miss outside the off stump that time for 3 dot balls to start off the 10th over. Played that once again back to the bowler. 4 dot balls in a row. This is wonderful. Played it off his thigh pad. Beautiful stroke. Not sure if he got any bat on it. I think he did. The umpire has signaled runs. So 4 good runs there. Undoing the effort of the previous 4 dot balls, followed by that one which was slightly down the leg side. A batsman up to it. Just got inside the line of the ball and guided it towards the empty fine leg region for a boundary. Well left outside the off stump. The end of the over. 3 overs bowled for 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃. 16 for 1 his stats after 3. Kiran Potlapathi batting on 7 of 11 and Meera batting on 1 of 1. Score at the end of 10 overs is 55 for 5. Nelson is on the board. What will happen in the second half of this game, we'll find out in about 5 minutes' time once we resume from the drinks break. Back to the game. Starts off with a dot ball.
कल तक ऐसी लॉगिन कल भी कर लेना पागल हो गया
Moves across, using the crease with good effect there, nudging it in the gap towards square leg for a single. This is good batting, 56 for 5. Plays it over the fielder at cover. They're running through. Just a single. No, in fact, they come back for the second. That's good running. Back to the bowler. No run on offer there. This time, he's hit it again in the air over the cover fielder. The fielder at deep cover runs in, keeps it down to a single. No timing on that. Off the back foot, straight to the fielder at point. No runs on offer. Struggling a little bit with the scoring rate, Oracle. 11 overs, been bowled already. 59 for 5 the score. Oh, that missed the stump by a whisker. Lucky you. Kiran. Surviving there. Very, very fortunate to get away with that. This time again off the back foot, just nudged it towards the fielder at point. They run through for a single. The type of innings this from Oracle where I think they are stuck between two minds. They don't know whether to attack or to defend. They don't obviously have the wickets, having lost 5 wickets already. There you go, inside edge again. But I think that's a good productive inside edge because they'll get at least 2 if not more towards the fine leg region. Short ball on the leg stump. The batsman misses out. Umpire raises his arms, calls it a wide, but really that should have gone for 4 at least from the batsman's perspective. It was a loose ball down the legs, short of length. Lucky for the bowler, he got away with that. Meera batting on 4 of 5. Again, a slow one. The keeper trying to collect and dislodge the bails in one motion. Unable to do that. Beautiful piece of bowling that from Manohar. Once again, flighting it in the air, asking the batsman to do all of the work. Nudged it down to long off for a single. Once again, beaten outside the off stump. Every time Manohar has landed it on a length, batsmen have struggled to hit him. It's only when he's drifted fuller or shorter is when they've managed to score off him. But otherwise, they've really struggled against this bowling. There you go, shorter one. Uses the pace, rocks back in his crease, opens the face of the bat, and guides the ball beyond the third man fielder. The run back for the third run. And it's good running between the wickets. So Meera scores 3, gets to 8. The score for Oracle moves on to 67 for 5, and that stroke brings Kiran back on strike, who's batting on 11 of 17. Game between India and Australia, poised on a nice edge. Rishabh Pant batting like a dream right now, 61 of 31, 124 for 4. He's taking every risk in the world possible. And it looks like that's the way to play today. This is how the pitch is behaving. So India is leading by 128 runs. Once again, just open the face of the bat, played it towards the fielder at point, and they run through for a single. 68 for 5. Hoiked it towards the long on fielder. Stops that and keeps it down to a single. Dot ball outside the off stump. Played in the air that time. The fielder at gully runs across, stops that on the bounce. Almost carried to the fielder at point that. $69 for 5. Venkatesh. 10 runs off his 2 overs. Vikas Singh, left arm around the wicket. Holds it flat outside the off stump. Batsman rocks back on the back foot and hits it to long off for a single. Cut powerfully this time off the back foot. And the fielder at point keeps it down to a single. May have been a 2 there. The throw not that strong coming from the deep. It is a big boundary. Maybe the batsman will make note of that the next time they hit it towards that fielder. Beautifully hit over the fielders at the cover region. Wonderful stroke. Kiran getting into the act. Good boundary for Oracle. Appeal for leg before, firing it onto the pads. I think that was both high and going down the legs. Umpires have been put under some pressure today. I think they've been spot on with their decision making this time. Move across, hits it in the gap in the cover region. The fielder at deep covers, runs across, cannot stop the 2. Once again, hit that gap towards the deep. Runs down for the second run aggressively and finishes it with comfort. Outside half of the bat, towards the fielder at cover, but still they run through for a single. Played towards the fielder at short third man, stops that from going through, single again. Inside half of the bat again. On that occasion, the keeper runs around, stops that from going through. No runs at it. Beautifully played again, but not managing to pick the gap. Straight to the fielder at point. Another single added to the total. So both these batters are batting well. Kiran Meera not taking too many risks, hitting the gaps, running the singles. The last thing that they need to do now is to up the scoring rate a little bit, because in spite of all of the good work that they've done, they're still scoring at under 6 runs and over. 89 balls faced, 84 for 6 the score currently. We saw in the last game, 150 seems to be a competitive score today. Another run out, another misunderstanding out there in the middle. The striker had hit it He chose to run. The non-striker said no. Even though that was a poor throw from the fielder, the keeper collected and threw down the stumps himself. Wonderful wicket keeping that. It's never easy for a wicket keeper with the gloves to be able to manage that, but he did a good job on that occasion again. We saw on the previous occasion as well in the previous run out, collected the ball and then threw it on the bounce to the bowler so that he could dislodge the stumps. A good display of wicket keeping, resulting in 2 run outs, and all 3 run outs today for Oracle. They will be disappointed with that, without a shadow of a doubt. The partnership breaks, the partnership breaker or run out, as it so invariably is. '84 for 6 at the end of 15. Last 5 overs of the innings coming up now. It'll be Ashwini to start. Once again, it's bowled very tight. Starts off with a dot ball outside the off stump. I think that is too far wide. Yes, the umpire agrees with me and calls it a wide. Outside half of the bat, just about enough to get a single. Hit it powerfully, just past the bowler. The fielder at long off makes a meal of that. Chakri there on the long off boundary, not able to get behind the line of the ball. The ball hit him and then just ricocheted off his leg to the long off boundary. So much needed boundary there for the batting team. Oracle desperately looking for that release. Tight run that, but judging it well. The last thing that they need is another run out now. SERVICENOW have done really well in the field. They've just stuck to the basics, kept things tight, not tried too hard. This time goes up in the air, just beyond the fielder at cover, not moved back enough. Run through for 2. Hit that one towards the deep cover fielder. Once again, they create the pressure. It results in an extra with 2 runs conceded. It's been a little loose this over in terms of fielding from the SERVICENOW team. First the boundary at long off, then the catching opportunity at covers, and then that one in the deep where the fumble resulted in an extra run. For 4 to 5 bonus runs conceded that over. Start of a new over from Vikas. Starts off with a dot ball outside the off stump. Vikas has kept things really simple, just comes out, floats the ball outside the off stump, asks the batsman to do all of the work. That time he fired it in, and because of that the batsman had the opportunity to free his arms. Very good stroke that from Akash. Beat the fielder at covers. So he's got on. Good start, 9 runs off 4 balls. Looked really good, Akash, since he's come out. He's shown some urgency between the wickets as well. Just the way that he's gone about his innings so far, looks like that he means business. Short ball this time. Just punched it back past the bowler for a single towards long off. The 100 is up for Oracle with that stroke of 99 balls. Kiran batting on 29 of 31. Akash batting on 10 of 5. Team Oracle egging their players on. They're asking them to push. They're wanting another 50 runs. The last 21 balls. That'll be quite entertaining if they manage to do that. Oh, you can see there. Got across the line, tried to hit that on the leg side. I'm not sure if he got any bat on that or if that was just bias. So outside edge, conceding 4 runs. You can see that deflection. Nothing that the wicketkeeper can do about those. That was a thick edge. You're standing up. He's bowled him. Interesting cricket that. Kiran just walking across his stumps, exposing his leg stump. You have to give credit to Vikas because he kept it straight. One of the most weird dismissals in cricket that you would ever see. The batsman letting it go on the leg side and being bowled. Rarely happens because there was no spin on that ball. Take another look at it from behind the wicket. And there you go. Ball just ducking below his waist. Just underneath the buttocks and hitting the top of the middle and leg stump. So poor judgment from Kiran brings his innings to an end. Vikas flighted it. The batsman gets under that, hits it well. Think that's well enough to get to 2 runs. Akash is running very aggressively between the wickets. A check from the umpire for a short run at the keeper's end. Take a look. No, that is good. Ashwini now into the attack. 17 overs, 106 for 7. Once again advancing. Very good running by both the batters out there. Interesting field now. The fielder at covers has moved extremely straight. So long off and a deep cover. No deep extra cover. So if he can manage to pierce that gap on the offside, have a boundary on the offer. But he goes leg side that time. He's hit it well. Once again, is there two on there? Yes, there is. Akash putting in the hard yards. They finish the second run with ease. So it's good cricket. Akash and 𝗀𝗵𝗃𝗲 both running very aggressively between the wickets. Akash has come in. He's upped the energy for Team Oracle, batting on 14 of 7. It shows that you just don't need boundaries. You can also do it through some good positive intent. Hit it in the air this time towards the mid-wicket fielder. Just a single. Gets under that, hits it straight, and Chakri runs around and takes that catch. So 𝗀𝗃𝗃 is dismissed. Holds out in the deep towards the fielder at long off. So the famed fielder Chakri, who had let that boundary go earlier, makes up for that with a good catch. Ran around, settled under it, and took a comfortable one to dismiss 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗲. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗲 is the new batter out in the middle. Joins Akash. Akash batting on 15 of 8. 𝗃𝗃 needs to find a way to get Akash back on strike. Akash is batting really well. Helped on its way on the leg side. It's a very good stroke. I think he did get some bad on that. He got enough. Ball just stops in there. So 3 runs added to the score. It'll be interesting to see whether the umpire deems that the batsman got any bad on it. Yes. So 3 runs to start off his innings. Advances, hits it in the air. Lands short of the fielder at long on. Just run through for a single. {16 of 9 Akash. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 has just joined him. 3 for 1. The last 2 overs of the innings coming up. Projected score at the moment is 128. I think Oracle will do really well if they can get to 140 somehow. 150 will be a great bonus, but I think 140 is realistic. If they can get to 140, they will have an outside chance in this game. What a good hit that is. Once again, just picked the fielder. Maybe hit a little bit too well. Should have looked for a better gap there instead of timing. Slightly towards the right of that fielder. May have resulted in 2 or 4. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 drills that one. The fielder at long off. Another single. Tries to heave that, but no connection on that. Appeal for a caught behind. The batsman checking with the umpire if that was wide. The umpire says no to both. He's hit that one well. Chakri does brilliantly. Get around and stop that. That was well hit by Akash. Got under it, hit it powerfully. But Chakri ran around that. Stop that from going through. Once again, but this time the umpire does raise his arms, calls it a wide. In the air that time, Chakri settling under that and makes a meal of a straightforward catching opportunity. Two bonus runs conceded. The last over of the innings coming up. 121 the score. Goes for a big one over covers. On the bounce. They run again aggressively for the second. They get to 2. .123 with that stroke from Akash. Akash batting on 20 of 14. How much more can he get? His team will be hoping that he can get at least 10 more. Drilled it towards the fielder at cover. Run through for a single.
Wait, checking, wait. No ball.
So called a no ball. The keeper collecting way in front of the stumps on that occasion. That's unfair play in the game of cricket. For wicket keeper, you can only collect the ball once it's past the stumps. So no ball has been called. A free hit. If ever they needed one. Here is a free hit coming in the 20th over of the game. Jagdish on strike. He's bowled off the free hit. Obviously no damage done, but a dot ball nevertheless. hit it in the air, just past the bowler. I think they'll be happy with a single because that will bring Akash back on strike to face the last 3 balls of this innings. Oracle have got 126 on the board. Can they get 10 more runs of these last 3 balls? Let's that one go. That was unusual. Inside out. Hit that in the deep towards the fielder at cover. Once again, they run through for a second. $128 for 8. The last ball of the innings coming up. Akash on strike. Okay, he's not going to play it if the bowler is not going to deliver it. That's one way of keeping things quiet. Hit it powerfully. The fielder at cover gets across, stops that from going through. Just a single. 129 on the board. Service now, when they come out, will be chasing 130 to victory. 130 of 20 overs. 6.5 runs an over is what they will need. So it's a good bowling effort overall. So end of the innings, Kiran top scorer, 33 of 33. Akash Rastogi coming in the end and playing really well, 24 of 18 to get this innings to a score of respectability, 129 for 8. For the bowlers, Chandrasekhar did well, 3 overs, 19 for none. Kavinder picked up the 1 wicket, 4 overs for 22. Ashwini also did really well, 4 overs, 27 for 1. Manohar, 4 overs, 24 for 1. And Vikas Singh, 3 overs, 21 for 1. Malesh Yadav, 2 overs for 12 without a wicket. It was that kind of an innings where I think the run-outs put on the brakes on the scoring more than the bowlers picking up wickets. 1, 2, 3, and 4 run-outs. So 4 run-outs out of the 8 wickets lost and 4 wickets picked by the bowlers. So good competitive score this, 129, 130 the target. Whether or not ServiceNow will get them, we'll find out in about 10 minutes time when we resume for the second innings. What a great start to the innings. First ball, picks up a wicket and sends 𝗪𝗚𝗃𝗲𝗹 packing. Fantastic start to the game for 𝗬𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲. Wow. You can see the team if all egged up, all excited, and 𝗪𝗚𝗃𝗃 throws his head down in disgust. He only has himself to blame. Went for that one outside the off stump. Just got the outside edge straight into the keeper's palms. A full length ball up there for the drive. Batsman nowhere near it. Did not even look towards the umpire. Knew he hit it. Just walked away once he was sure that the keeper had held on to it. You can see there no balance in that stroke. Back foot falling away from his body. Not able to transfer his weight into the shot. What a good start this is for Chaitanya Krishna. Wicket of the first ball for the second time in the match today. In fact, the third time in the day today we've seen this wicket of the first ball of the innings. Chandrasekhar comes out to bat. Impressive stats, 4,500 runs. (177 games, averaging 32, strike rate of 127 for Ｃakradhar, sorry. Same fielder, taking that catch on the long off boundary. What a good shot to start off his innings. Through the line of the ball, over the fielder at covers and long off. Just a single to show for it. Good positive intent from Ｃakradhar. Now it will be Sai Kumar facing for the first time today. Yes, no. No harm done eventually. Batsman decide against running there. Tries to drill that down the ground, not enough timing on it. Just a single towards long off. Lets that one go outside the off stump. Nudge this time on the leg side. Once again, yes and no. Eventually no harm done.
बैग का छोटा पॉकेट बोल रहा हूँ सामने देखो बैग खोले बाद अंदर छोटा पॉकेट रहता है पर साइड रहता तुम उल्टा देख रहे हो. मिला. नहीं नहीं.
2 for 1 at the end of the first over. What a good start this is for Team Oracle. Defending a low score. Appeal for leg before wicket. That was comfortably going down the leg stump. And the batsman there hoping that the ball would be missing him, going down for wides, but misjudging the line a little bit there. Flayed off! Just over the fielder at point. That was half a chance. I think he did get some fingers on it. Maybe take a look at the ball. You may find a fingernail or two on that. A catching opportunity. Half a chance at least. Yes, definite chance there. Not timing his jump to perfection. The ball just bursting through his fingers and running all the way to the boundary rope. So moral victory for the bowler, but 4 runs to show for the batter. What a shot! He's picked the bones out of that one. It hit straight back past the bowler for a 6, all the way over long off. Terrific stroke. So Sai Kumar, after getting that early reprieve, dropped that point, goes all the way over long off for a 6. Good stroke, but good fielding as well. Important to see how the bowler comes back after being hit for 10 of 2. Just tucked it towards the cover fielder and run through for a single. That's good from service now. 13 for 1 now. Last ball of the second over coming up. Wonderfully squeezed, past the fielder at point. Single towards third man. The 2 overs bowled, 14 on the board, 1 wicket lost. Interesting start to this wonderful game of cricket. No ball has been called. Not sure. 3 fielders outside the 30-yard circle on that occasion. Umpires very wily, keeping an eye on things, calling that a no ball. in the air. That's a free hit, so it won't matter whether he's caught or not. 2 runs added to the score. The end of the second, 17 for 1. Outside the off stump. Play and a miss. Played that towards cover. Wanted a single, sent back by the non-striker. No harm done. Can flare it down the wicket. Just a single towards the fielder at long off. Played towards the cover fielder. No run again. Well played. Tried to squeeze it in the gap. Just didn't hit the gap there. Once again, cut towards point. No run on offer. Straight a good tight over this.
नो बॉल है सर, नो बॉल, नो बॉल। ठंडा हो गया।
Good stroke. Pick the gap at perfection between long on and long off. 23 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. Back to the action. Sandeep ready with the ball in hand. 16 runs conceded of his 8 balls so far. He's bowling to 𝗙𝗂𝗹, who's batting on 18 of 13. SERVICENOW have already lost 1 wicket. Interesting phase of play this. Oracle really need another wicket here. He's not getting a wicket with that. Fantastic stroke that. Waited for it, got under it and lofted it over the fielder at cover. What a brilliant stroke for a boundary. Was in total control. You see there on the replay, the full follow through of the bat. Hit well towards cover again. But no run offer. Flared it outside the off stump. What a good shot that is. The ball races around the boundary rope. Brilliant stroke for another boundary. The second of the over. The 𝗙𝗂𝗹 going great guns. 26 for 16. Sandeep Reddy struggling a little bit. 1.5 overs, 24 runs conceded already. Beautifully played. Full toss on leg stump. Just got inside the line of the ball and helped it on its way past the fine leg fielder. Wonderful stroke that. 𝗙𝗂𝗹 batting really, really well. (30 of 17 balls). ఒక 10 minutes పోతాం మరి తినడానికి. Full choice this time outside off stump. Played to the fielder at point. They run through for a single. So 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲 playing sensibly, just giving the strike to Sai Kumar, who's batting really well at the moment. 30 of 17. Played towards the fielder at short third. Oh, that was close. That was definitely tight. They just managed to get across. A single added to the score, and 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲 will now take strike. Play and a miss. Fired in almost towards the off stump. Just misses the stumps. Keeper collects and no harm done. Wide called. Nudge towards the leg side this time. Once again, a tight run. But they are able to finish that. Plays that this time towards the offside. Wants her on. Is sent back, I think smartly so. So 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗲 into the attack. Has bowled 5 balls, conceded just 4 runs so far. It's important how he finishes this over. Bangs it into the wicket. And this time they managed to run through. An appeal for run out at the non-striker's end. Umpire signal for a third umpire. It's always interesting when the ball hits the stumps on the full. Take a look. I think the batsman was pretty confident. May have ended up being lazy there. No, I think he was comfortably in. Yeah, he's comfortably in. So that's not out. Side the off stump, flighted in the air, beaten there.
No.
That's another one. That's a no ball. The keeper crossing the stumps and he's collecting the ball. The basics of the game. Again in the block hole. No harm done of the free hit. The second time that has happened today. Inside half of the bat towards cover. No run. Beautifully played. Wonderful bowling that from the bowler. Almost generated a catching opportunity for the keeper. Just a whisker away. 𝗍𝗁𝗃. Played well towards cover and they run through for a single. This is good batting from both of these batters. They're forming a good partnership. Remember, the wicket was lost on the first ball of the innings. They've put together 44 runs of 33 balls. Sai Kumar batting on 33 of 24 is looking really good. Hit that powerfully down the ground. Wonderful stroke. It brings up a boundary. The fielder at mid-on was inside the circle. All he needed to do was clear that fielder, and he did that with ease. Beautifully played. Another simple boundary comes up. 52 runs in 6 overs. Wonderful batting this from SERVICENOW. They've come out, played aggressively, lost a wicket of the first ball of their innings. But Sai Kumar has showed some great intent. He's put the bad balls away really. He's not taken too many risks. There was one catch that went down. Maybe a 50-50, maybe a 60-40, I think 60. Maybe you should take that 60 times out of 100. But today that wasn't taken at point, went for a boundary, followed that up with a 6. And since then he hasn't looked back. Sai Kumar batting on 41 of 26 balls. And 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗏 giving him good company, 8 of 13. Again, opened the face of the bat, just nudged it towards the fielder at short third. They run through for another single. A good shot that is. The fielder on the boundary rope makes a meal of that. Ran too far across the ball, and in the end the ball bounced, spun away from him, and concedes a boundary where that should have been just a single. Outside half of the bat, straight to the fielder, threat long off. 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗏 gets dismissed. What a big wicket that is. Against the run of flow, SERVICENOW were batting so well. You don't need to take that risk, 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗏. But credit to the bowler there. Hung it up in the air. Just pulled his length back a tad. Made the batsman feel like he could go for it. He did. It did not connect well, and the fielder at long off took a good, simple catch to dismiss 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗏 and breaks that partnership of 58. 𝗵𝗁𝗙𝗂𝗏, the new batter who comes out to bat. 863 runs in 68 games. '58 for 2. An important wicket coming in. Misfield of the previous ball that went for a boundary. 𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗏 got greedy, wanted to hit another 6. Credit to Akash, pull the length back. .4 overs, 58 for 2. Change in ball. Something's wrong with the earlier one. So Mohan Sriram taking strike. He'll face the last 2 balls of Akash first over. Starts off with a foolish one on the leg stump. Drives it down towards long on. Takes a single. Appeal for leg before. The umpire says that that was just slightly outside. Leg by signaled. I think that was very, very close. Maybe the umpire judging that the ball was going outside the off stump. Take another look at that. Going down the leg for sure. Impossible for the wicketkeeper to get across and stop those. So lucky boundary. The score moves on to 63 for 2 at the end of 7. Meera now into the attack. Again played it off the back foot. I think that just hit the pads. Leg by signal by the umpire. This time nudged it towards the fielder at point. Once again, no single on offer. Played it towards mid wicket on that occasion. Run through for a single. With common sense cricket, this from the SERVICENOW batters. 65 for 2 of 7.3. Flighted it once again, an appeal for leg before. That was going down the leg for sure. Outside half of the bat again, once again. Wanting to take the single there. This is good pressure bowling from Meera. He's come in, kept things tight. Just 1 run conceded off his 5 balls. Important how we finish if this over. We finish if it well, keeps it tight. Bowls another dot ball. For the end of the 8th over, the score remains 65 for 2. 8.13 the current run rate. The required rate just about 5.5 runs and over. Sai Kumar, the key wicket, 43 of 34, will face strike now. Wonderfully played down the leg side, just helped it on its way. The fielder at fine leg can't stop that. 4 good runs again for Sai Kumar. He's looked like the difference between the two sides today. And he's bowled him! Wonderful bowling there from Aakash. A loose ball last time, but this time comes back, drifts it into the leg stump, gets it to spin away from the batter. Be interesting to take a look at that replay, because Sai Kumar was batting really well, and he's almost yogged himself there on the leg stump. So take another look at that. Yes, landing on leg stump, hitting the off stump. Wonderful leg spin bowling from Aakash. Fantastic wicket that. Following that up after a wonderful knock with the bat in hand as well. Remember, he got some crucial runs lower down the order for 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃. What a big wicket that is. 69 for 3 now. 𝗪𝗈𝗃𝗃𝗃 comes out to bat. 4,000 runs in his 162 matches. He's a batter with some pedigree as well. Aakash is getting the ball to go. Wow. We are in for some excitement now. He's giving the ball flight, letting it rip. Ball is going across the batter. Wonderful bowling this from Aakash. Once again, there was almost a stumping opportunity. Keeper not able to collect that ball. Let's take another look at that. Yes, definite stumping opportunity, but the keeper missed. Play and a miss again outside the off stump this time. So it's touch and go. Things going a little bit too tight for comfort now. Beautifully bowled by Aakash. Lovely to see the encouragement on the field as well. Every ball seems like an event. So Aakash ends his second over. He's picked up 2 wickets for 13. His overs are going to be the difference in this game. He can somehow manage to pull a couple of more wickets in the remaining 2 overs that he has. SERVICENOW in the meantime is batting on 70 for 3. 9 overs into the innings. They're looking comfortably placed. They just need 5.5 runs and over, so they will just want to nudge the strike, rotate the strike as much as possible. Their key batter, Sai, has been dismissed earlier that over by Aakash. Mohan batting on 1 of 5. Ashwini, who's just come out there, batting on 0 of 4. Meera to bowl. That's poor. Down the leg side. Keeper can't move across and stop that. 5 bonus runs. This is exactly what they did not want at this time. They needed to keep things tight. Instead, concedes 5 bonus runs down the leg side. Also a little poor from the keeper there. Could not get across and stop that. Maybe should have had something on it. Get a pad, get some glove on it, so that somebody in the field can run down and stop that ball from going across the boundary. Unfortunate result for them. So 5 bonus runs. And now the entire over now becomes a battle for the bowler, because he now has to find a way to keep things tight. Can't attack all that much. Needs to be defensive. Hits it towards mid wicket. It seems like they're happy with the single. Should have been 2 on there, because he had bisected that gap with perfection. I think very early when he played that stroke, he had decided that it was just going to be a single. 54 needed, or 64. Can Oracle pull something out here? Once again, you can see the running. There's not enough energy in those legs. I think they're comfortable with the match situation at the moment. I think they feel they have things under control and they don't want to take any unnecessary chances. 77 for 3, 9.3. Full toss on leg stump, and he's managed to hit that beautifully. Just one bounce over the boundary rope. Once again, bisecting the fielders with perfection. This has been a poor over from Mira so far. Started off with a wide down the leg side that went for 5, and now a full toss on the leg stump again. Struggling a little bit with his line. $81 for 3. Such a huge dent in the scoring requirement, courtesy that boundary, rather those two boundaries. So poor throw from the fielder there, almost taken out the batter. But no harm done. Raises his hand up in apology. The batsman is all smiles, so we are okay. Last ball of the over coming up. Important delivery this. Once again, into the stumps on that occasion, but nudged down towards long on for a single. The change of ends, the first 10 overs are completed. 82 for 3 the score. 48 runs needed now of the next 10 to win this game. There'll be a change of ends. We'll find out what is about to happen. Things are getting interesting. Akash has bowled really well, picked up 2 wickets in his 2 overs. He'll come back to bowl his remaining 2 overs. We'll find out whether he can cause any more damage to the team. 48 looks like it's going to be a canter, but funny things have happened in the game of cricket before, and I won't be surprised if we see some more surprises today. Whether or not that happens, we'll find out in a little while. In the meantime, we're going to break for about 5 minutes. Have the side switch, and they take a drinks break. second half of the second innings is about to get underway. Looks like Isaac is coming back into the attack. He's gone for 11 of his first over. Surprised. I would have thought that Akash would come in from this end to keep things tight. But 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 thinking differently. An interesting field this for a spinner. They've chosen to go with a deep square leg. Slightly unusual fielding position. Maybe they want to protect. No, he's going to bowl medium pace. Then that seems right. Starts off with a flighted ball outside the off stump that's drilled towards the deep cover fielder for a single. So Isaac back into the attack. I'm guessing the captain wants him to take a wicket. About that stage in the game where must be feeling a little desperate. Just 47 runs are needed of 59 balls. Unless they can pick up a couple of wickets, this is going to be a cakewalk for SERVICENOW. SERVICENOW batters playing sensibly, not taking any risks, just rotating the strike. When there's a loose ball on offer, when they're throwing their bat at it, but otherwise in general, they've looked to just play to the merit of the bowling. Which is always good to see on a cricket field. There you go, that's a rank long hop. But the fielder at square leg, oh my god, he misjudged it completely. That was a catching opportunity. Moved forward, then back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. In the end, just got to him on the bounce. That was a really poor ball, but generated that wicket-taking opportunity for the team. But 𝗃𝗃𝗃 not hanging on to that. Maybe it was the sun that got in his way. But really no excuses when you're playing the game of cricket. Cut powerfully. Once again, the fielder at point makes a mistake this time. And this time he's carried straight to the fielder at point. Second time asking. Isaac has managed to bring in that breakthrough that 𝗃𝗃𝗃 needed. It's a loose shot, a rank pad ball that should have been mismatched. Volume. What a good shot that is. Got under it. Hit it past the bowler for a single. So interesting over that last over. I think the all-important wicket. Had a catching opportunity. No, faced the umpire. Outish, I think out. Fantastic wicket keeping that. For wonderful dismissal. The batsman just not able to drag his leg back behind the line. He's distraught. But wonderful bowling from Akash. He came back in to pick up a wicket and he managed to do just that. Really, really interesting piece of bowling that. Flighted it, gave it air. The batsman just not able to drag his feet back in time. Touch and go, but definitely short of his crease. It was a good shot. Just nudged it in the gap towards mid-wicket. Picks up a single. 𝗂𝗹𝗃 off his first ball. '89 for 5. The last ball of his third over coming up for Akash. It's going to be a crucial delivery this. Oracle will want to maximize every ball that Akash is bowling. Full choff this time on leg stump. Hit towards mid-wicket. The fielder runs around. A chance there for run out at the keeper's end, but the throw comes in at the bowler's end, unfortunately, for Oracle. Definite run out opportunity gone begging. A batsman had almost run 2/3 of the pitch's length and gone back. The end of the over. The score moves to 90 for 5 at the end of 12. 𝗙𝗃 coming back to bowl. Inside half of the bat. Luckily for the batter, that goes away towards fine leg for a single. Really lucky to get away with that. Ashwini been living a charmed life. Slight adjustment to the field. Fielder at cover moving squarer. That's exactly where that ball is hit. The required run rate just a tad over, 5 runs and over. Oracle have to keep picking wickets if they have to make things difficult for SERVICENOW. SERVICENOW on the other hand will just want to keep rotating strike. They don't need to take any risks, not go for anything fancy. But pressure makes you do silly things in the game of cricket. It's just about whether or not they can create and sustain pressure for extended periods of time. A slowish ball on the stumps that's been whipped towards the mid-wicket fielder. Fields it well, keeps it down to a single. Oh, that flayed on the offside. Just beat the fielder at point and the ball runs over the boundary rope. Not sure if he was bowling for that 𝗙𝗃. If he was, then he should have had a fielder back as well. Cut it just beyond both of those fielders at point and gully. The ball races across, and that with that one boundary, the run rate falls down to under 5 runs. 4.7 needed per over. Well left by the batter. The umpire stretches his arms. Oh my God, that's a terrible ball. Called a no ball by the umpire, rightly so. Not sure what happened there. Maybe a flip. But really bad ball from 𝗙𝗃. You can see that. Well done to the wicket keeper. Can often surprise you as the keeper when the ball comes to you on the full. The keeper managed to hold on to that well. 98 for 5, 12.5 overs bowled. Free hit. I think there was an inside edge on that. Bowler's end. No harm done. The end of the 13th. 98 for 5, 32 required of 42 balls. Akash comes in to bowl his last over, starts off with a dot ball. 32 of 42. Every dot ball creates pressure. How many more of those can he get in here? 32 of 40 now. He can get a wicket, Akash, in this over. Be worth his weight in gold. Beautifully bowled by Akash, flighted it, ripped it across the batter. Wonderful bowling this. A little bit too full that time, Akash, giving the batsman the opportunity to just negate the turn by nudging it on the leg side for a single. In the block hole, no opportunity once again for the batter. Another dot ball for 3 dots out of 4 this over. Service now just looking to play Akash out. They realize that he's a threat. Appeal for leg before, but that was definitely pitching outside leg. The end of the over, 31 needed now of 36. 5.15 runs an over needed. High five there. Some applause for Akash. Comes towards the end of his spell. 4 overs today for 3 wickets and 17 runs. To go with 24 of 18 off the bat. Isaac continues to bowl. 3 overs, 23 for 1. This game has taken an interesting outlook now. 6 overs left in the game, 31 runs needed. In general, you'd say that this is the batsman's game for the taking. The 5 wickets in hand, you should be able to score these runs. Just the last few overs, Oracle has managed to keep things a little tight. Starts off with a flighted ball on the stumps. Batsman respectfully plays it back to the bowler. Runs in again, bowls it wide outside the off stump. There's an appeal for caught behind. The umpire says not out. Asking for the review. Not sure if you can do that. No reviews available for a caught behind decision. So again, beautifully bowled outside the off stump, making the batsman play. Gautam really struggling now, 3 runs off 11 balls so far. He needs a boundary to get going now. Wonderfully hit, but straight down the field has thrown that long off, who takes a wonderful catch. And that brings Oracle back into this game big time. The 6th wicket down. And Gautam is sent packing. Ashwini on the other end can just watch. $99 for 6. 31 needed of 32 now. The next batter who's come out is Gyan. How this game has turned. A few overs ago, it looked like SERVICENOW were well on top. Oracle coming back strongly courtesy those wickets. Akash firstly picking up 3 wickets. And now Isaac's turn as well. He's picked up 2 wickets. 1 in the previous over, batsman cut at point. And this time, trying to go big, hit him over long off for a 6. Not percentage cricket that. Should try and pick the gap in the game of cricket at all times. Was better off hitting it over cover. But he chose to hit it over long off. Did not succeed. Lost his wicket in that process. Wonderful result for Oracle. SERVICENOW is now struggling. They need some service now to their team. Gyan comes out to bat. 31 needed of 32. A wonderful name, Gyan, knowledge. In pursuit of knowledge, we spend all our lives. Field for him, long on, long off, cover. Beautifully bowled, respectfully played back to the bowler. Tight field on the offside as well. A gully, a short point, a cover point, a cover. Over the 4 fielders inside the circle on the offside. So they're backing them to maintain his line. He gets the outside edge. The fielder at third man runs across, manages to somehow stop that. For the end of the over, 30 now needed of 30. A run a ball. This game has gone down to the wire. 30 of 30. It's just about whether Oracle can manage to get some tight overs in. Service now. In the meantime, we'll just be hoping that they can keep rotating the strike. If they are able to rotate the strike, then they have this game in their bag. Looks like it's going to be 𝗵𝗏 who's coming back into the attack. 2 overs for his 13. Remember, he had bowled those 5 wides down the leg side last time he had bowled. He will want to keep things tight this over. It's anybody's game for the taking. The last 5 overs, the last quartet of the game. Powerfully drills it back towards the fielder at long on. Keeps it down to a single. That stroke from Gyan brings Ashwini back on strike. It's important, I think, from the SERVICENOW team's perspective that Ashwini bats for as long as possible. He takes most of the strike because he spent a little bit longer out there in the middle. He knows what the ball has been doing. He's played 18 balls now for his 10 runs. He goes and he cuts it straight to the fielder at point. What a dismissal that is. A fantastic breakthrough at the right time. Ashwini Dalwani is dismissed. 𝗵𝗏 picks up his first wicket. And that will send the cat amongst the pigeons for SERVICENOW. They are now just left with 3 wickets at their disposal. Just 3 wickets in the shed. 29 runs to get in 27 balls. 𝗀𝗶𝗃 is the new batter. The fielder who takes that catch at point was 𝗃𝗶𝗃. Dropped the catch earlier on in the game. The first over, or the second over of the game, that was 𝗙𝗂𝗋𝗃 that was dropped at point. But since then, he's held on to 2 good catches. 𝗀𝗃𝗃 comes out to bat. 𝗵𝗏 will be hoping to keep things tight. He will want to do more of the same, bowl the same line, entice the batsman to go over the top in the point region. Surprise, surprise, we have a left-hander on strike now. Changes the equation tremendously every time you have a left and right combination, because the fielders need to completely find new footing. Interesting to see what kind of a field 𝗵𝗏 chooses to go with. Looks like for the moment we have a deep mid-wicket, a mid-wicket inside the circle, a long on, a deep fine leg, which is weird for a spinner. I've not seen that in the past, a deep fine leg for a spinner. They also have a point, a cover, and an extra cover with over the 4 fielders inside the circle. Fires it into the block hole, and 𝗀𝗃𝗃 defends it back to the bowler. Tries to go big, gets under the ball, or almost got the inside half of the bat just to single towards long on. It's been a very good over from 𝗵𝗏 so far for the bowling team. Gyan comes back on strike. 2 runs for his 3 balls. 28 needed of 25 now. Important ball this. A boundary here, Service now will feel like they are on top. A wicket here. It's neither, it's a dot ball. So 7 runs and over needed now of the last 4 overs. This is anybody's game. 28 of 24 needed. Chaitanya comes back into the attack. He's going to bowl to the left-handed Kavinder. It's important that they don't concede any extras now. A 102 for 7. How this game has moved. 28 of 24 needed. Changes in field coming up. They're going to go with a short third man, a point, a cover, and a fine leg. These are the 4 fielders inside the circle, in the deep. We're going to have a deep point. Standing pretty fine, the deep point fielder. Also have a mid wicket and a long on. I'm guessing they also have a long off to go with that. Plays it well towards the fielder at point, but no run on offer. This is good line and length bowling. Chaitanya has conceded just 6 runs in his first 2 overs and picked up a wicket. 8 runs. My apologies. 8 runs of his first 2 overs. He picked up a wicket. I think that was the first ball of the day. Once again, a same ball, the same shot, goes to the same fielder. No runs on offer. This is a very important over from Chaitanya in the context of this match. 22 now for 28. Short ball, once again, fielder at point. Just terrifically well, but bad throw. That was terrifically fielded, but a bad throw in the end. It would have been an easy run out opportunity. They have only themselves to blame. Not sure what happened there. Not sure where the wicketkeeper was. Can we take another look at that? The throw was just too far wide. Nothing the keeper could have done about that. Wonderfully fielded. I just did not realize maybe that he had a little bit more time on his hands to throw that ball. That run out opportunity was created courtesy that brilliant stop at point. The batsman must have thought that he had hit the gap when he first played that stroke. The fielder showing immense energy. 5 fielders now inside the circle. This is aggression from Team Oracle. Remember, they need to have only 4 out. They're choosing to have 5 inside the circle now. Defended towards the fielder at short cover. What a great over this has been from Chaitanya. Just 1 run conceded of 4 balls. How can he finish this over well? There's 2 balls left in this over. 27 still needed of 20. Service now. They need a boundary. What are their boundary options? Maybe over point, maybe in between point and gully. He goes for the big one, gets the top edge, fielder at cover, gets under it and takes a comfortable catch. That's the 8th wicket going down for Service now. Service now. Oh my God, how? How have you managed to get yourself into this hole? You were cruising at the 8-over stage, batting around 70 for the loss of 1 wicket. And from there, you've gotten somehow into a situation where you've lost 8 wickets for 103 runs. Cricket, they say, is a funny, funny game. Nothing funny about it if you ask SERVICENOW at the moment. I'm sure they'll be fuming there. And 𝗚𝗏𝗃 are dancing their way to glory. They know now that they're just 2 wickets away, just 2 poor strokes away from victory. That brings 𝗬𝗃𝗃 Singh out to the middle, 193 matches for 670 runs. So he's no mug with the bat, an average of about 18 runs. What an over this has been from Chaitanya. He's come back into the attack, kept things tight. Every ball has been on the money, and he's picked up the all-important wicket after just having conceded 1 run this over. So it's going to be tricky now for SERVICENOW and 𝗚𝗏𝗃 will need to decide the balance between attack and defense. They send the third man fielder back. I think they want to protect the boundary end of the over. So point, short covers, short fine leg and short mid wicket. These for the 4 fielders inside the circle. Third man cover, long off, long on, standing back. And he hit that beautifully. He's nailed it. What a shot that is. Fantastic stroke from 𝗵𝗃𝗃 Singh's first ball. Wow. He bowled it full. He gave the batsman the opportunity to get under it, and the batsman did not disappoint. 23 needed now of 3 overs. What a wonderful stroke. And judging by that stroke, I think SERVICENOW will do well to find 𝗵𝗃𝗃 back on strike, because he looked really good the way that he timed that. Take another look at that replay just to see his footwork. There you go. Stay steady. Just backs away from the ball, gets the width, and hits through the line of the ball. So strong statement of intent from 𝗵𝗃𝗃 Singh. 4 of his first ball. And SERVICENOW now 107 for 8 of 17, 23 needed of 18. A confidence there mid-pitch. 𝗚𝗏𝗃 trying to figure out what they need to do. I think they've decided eventually to go with Meera. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's Meera with the ball in hand. Meera bowled a brilliant last over, picked up a wicket, conceded just 4 runs in that over. Now he'll be bowling to 𝗀𝗏𝗃. 𝗀𝗏𝗃 will need to find a way to rotate strike. He needs to bring 𝗵𝗃𝗃 Singh back on strike. 𝗚𝗏𝗃 will, on the other hand, try to keep 𝗀𝗏𝗃 on strike as much as possible. The field at the minute, short third man, point, cover, and a mid-wicket that is coming in into an attacking position, so almost a short mid-wicket. Cut that beautifully. A fielder in the deep runs in but can't stop a single. This is exciting cricket.
Last ball पे
108 for 8, 22 of 17 now. Play and a miss outside the off stump. It's good bowling from Meera, keeping things tight, bowling to his field. He has a deepish gully, a point, and a deep cover fielder. He's bowling to his field. Of course, if there's an outside edge, anything can happen. But you can't control that. And he's gone big on the leg side. And the fielder latches onto that. What a good catch that is. Meera picks up his second wicket. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 got the boundary of the first ball, but this time not getting enough bat on it to clear the fielder at mid-wicket, who holds on to it. The thing about Oracle, they've held on to their chances today, except for that one chance with the first over when Sai Kumar were flashing hard over the point fielder. Everything else they've managed to hold on to. That brings the last batter for service now out into the middle. Wow, how this game has changed. 15 balls left now for 22 runs. Meera coming in and doing a job for his team, picking up 2 important wickets. There's 3 balls left in this over. He will want to pack things up this over for Oracle. Service now need to find a way to keep the ball rotating. What pressure on the new batter. Manohar is the batter. The left-hander looks like there will be a change in field again. The fielder at fine leg moves beyond to the square leg boundary. Fielder at covers stays at mid-wicket. Short third man, short point, short covers. Over the 4 fielders inside the circle, the fielders outside. Mid-wicket, square leg, long on, long off, and deep cover. So those are the 5 fielders outside the ropes, outside the 30 yards. Oh, down the leg side. Not sure if he got any bat on that. I think there was bat on that. No signal from the umpire. This is edge of your seat stuff. Thrilling finish to the game between Oracle and SERVICENOW. Oracle definitely on top now, 111 for 9. SERVICENOW still need 19 runs for 14 balls, but they just have 1 wicket to play with. Meera. Right arm over the wicket. And he's hit that big! Fielder at mid-wicket runs across. He's made a meal of that, but at least he's managed to stop that ball from going beyond the boundary. Wow, nail-biting stuff this. Terrific cricket from both sides. One team throws a punch, the other comes back up, says, I've got to jab you as well. 112 for 9, 18 now needed of 13. Inside edge, towards short fine leg. Batsmen have no idea where that ball is, but he wants to run. The end of the over, 18 needed of 12. Wow. Chaitanya will bowl one of those 2 overs for sure. It's difficult to get Chaitanya for 9 runs this over. Can SERVICENOW do it? Do they have it in them to take it across the finishing line? Oh, what would we give to watch a super over here? They'll need 17 runs for that. 17 runs looks like a life distance away, a long distance away. Just 1 wicket in your arsenal. Just a few overs ago, this game looked so easy. Remember, they needed 32 of 36 balls with 5 wickets in hand. And from there, somehow we've got into a stage where it's 18 needed of 12 with just 1 wicket left. Wow. Game of cricket, I tell you, it keeps surprising us, it keeps amazing us. That is what brings out the joy in this game of cricket. It never stops to entertain you, never stops to surprise you. Kavinder on strike again. He'll face Chaitanya. Field short third man, point. Mid-wicket and fine leg for the covers region has been left empty for Kavinder. They're probably asking him to play that stroke. No, just as I say that, Chaitanya moved the fielder across from mid-wicket to that region. He wants a fielder in the cover region. Goes big again on the leg side. Same fielder, and this time he holds on to it. Action replay. Kavinder plays that straight into the arms of the mid-wicket fielder, who stays there, steadies himself under it, and catches it with both of his palms pointing upwards. What a great catch, what a great performance from Chaitanya, from Meera, and from Akash. Wonderful result this for SERVICENOW. For Oracle rather, SERVICENOW will be very disappointed, they'll be gutted. They had their chances when Sai Kiran was batting earlier. They must have thought that they had this game in their bag. But cricket is a game of surprises. Expect the unexpected. Outstanding game of cricket. Low scoring matches are always the most fun. 129 on the board. That shows you how important Akash's knock was as well. He's my man of the match for sure. And that's what Crick Heroes also say. It concurs with me. Akash Rastogi for man of the match. 24 of 18. And 4 overs, 17 runs, 3 wickets. Fantastic all-round performance from him. Sai Kumar played well, 47 of 32. Just losing steam right when his team needed it the most. On the points table now, Oracle stays at number 3. After having defeated SERVICENOW. And SERVICENOW moves down all the way to number 6, having won just 1 out of their 4 games. Lost by 17 runs, but this one will hurt SERVICENOW the most because they had their chances this game for sure. That brings us towards the end of the telecast for this game. We'll join you shortly for the next match. But as we do that, we hope that you're enjoying our pictures, courtesy Team MVL. We're bringing you this game from MPS ground in Shamshabad. Wonderful game of cricket. And that brings us to the end. Join you shortly at the presentation. Akash with me. Wonderful performance, Akash, both with the bat and then with the ball. 24 runs of 18. How important were those runs, do you think, in the context of this match?
You have seen the importance of the game itself. They were very crucial of them. We were lacking around 10-15 runs. That was in our mind, but we made it sure, like, if we don't give extras, we will cover it up. So, and everything went well. Everyone bowled very well. We wanted the opponents to make some mistakes, and we capitalized on that.
Absolutely. Great to see that. I think you are now number 3 on the points table, courtesy that victory.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, I was just noticing that. You're now number 3 on the points table, so congratulations on that victory again. Also, a word on your bowling. I love the way that you were flighting the ball. I think you get it to go away from the batter. That is a very rare skill in cricket. The art of leg spin is dying. So how did you latch on to this skill? How did you start bowling leg spin?
I've been bowling leg spin since around more than 6 years. So now I have a bit control and grip on it.
Okay.
The results you have already seen.
Absolutely. Wonderful to watch. 3 wickets, 3 crucial wickets. I think the stumping was the most crucial of all of those. A word on the wicketkeeper?
Yeah, he did a brilliant job. He was all into the game. He did not just went and put the ball on the stumps.
Right.
He waited, and when the batsman was away of the crease, he did his work.
A little bit of nervous energy as well from the wicketkeeper, a couple of times getting ahead of the stumps and collecting the ball, resulting in no balls.
Right, that was the other one. So he was in rush as well. He was a new keeper. Then another person came in. He said, I'm also a keeper. I will do it. He took the challenge and he did it well. He did the very good stumping also.
And that was fantastic. That piece of bowling and that stumping overall was really, it felt like we were watching some high quality cricket at that point in time. So congratulations on that as well. A word very quickly on Sai Kiran, the batter from the opposite team. I think a word on that knock. How were you feeling when he was batting? It didn't look like you had too much of a chance in the game when he was batting it out there.
But anyways, we know we want only one bad hit from his side, which he gave a very early. We got his wicket. But yes, when he was batting, it was tough for us. We were thinking like we are leaking runs. But once he got out, we gripped the game completely.
Fantastic comeback. Congratulations again on a fantastic victory, Akash. I wish you the best for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much.